Good evening and welcome to Season 5 of On Stage with Mantis. I am Mantis. This is the stage. We are on it. This year, my old friend Charlie Farren is helping open up Season 5, and this year we're adding a new feature, an interview, which will be conducted by...
Alice Touchette.
I was going to say that.
Okay.
Alice Touchette. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn the stage over to Alice and Charlie.
But bring the microphone back. There he goes. There goes Mantis.
Thank you, Mantis. Hello, Mr. Farren.
Alice,
Hello, Mr. Farren.
Alice, it is my pleasure to be here with you tonight. This
It's
is your
our
TV
pleasure.
debut.
It is.
This is exciting.
It is. It is. And my getting to meet you in person, it's exciting for all kinds of reasons. So tell us now, what is going on in your life?
Well, I'm very excited to be here tonight doing this show. I have a show coming up this Saturday night at the Bull Run Ballroom in Shirley, Mass. My friend and songwriter Sarah Blacker is going to be a special guest at that show. And I'm sharing the stage with her at Club Passim on the 15th of March as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, finally, my band, Fahrenheit, which we'll talk about in a minute, is reuniting for a show also at the Bull Run on March 28th. So that's pretty exciting. A lot of fun things happening.
It is. It sounds like you're going to be really busy.
I'm going to be busy, and I also have a trip, a vacation trip to London. That's leaving August 13th, and it's just getting announced now. It's getting launched with the Pike 100 FM and Passports Travel. It's a week in London with Charlie Farren. We're going to go and get our photos taken at Abbey Road. We'll hang around Trafalgar Square. We'll do some guitar workshops, some songwriting workshops, lots and lots of horsing around. And the week will culminate in me doing a concert at a London hotspot. They're looking at Dublin Castle. And we'll record the show, and everybody will get a signed copy of the CD. So it's going to be a good way to get to know some new friends, and it's going to be 6 days in London. So that's happening. It's just getting kicked off this week, and it's happening. It's leaving August 14th.
Wow, and we got to announce it here.
Yes.
Now, tell me, how did all of this wonderful extravaganza, how did this all start?
Well, my older sister had a band when I was a kid. A guitar player, a 12-string guitar player, a banjo, and a girl who sang and played tambourine. They were called the Gemini Players. There were 2 Jewish girls and 2 Irish girls, and they played a mixture of, Hebrew and Irish folk music. It's kind of like Having the Gila meets Wild Colonial Boy.
Very unique.
And they used to rehearse at my house, and I used to think, wow, that's so cool that you can have a band and you can, do shows. And so I started to learn how to play guitar, and got really into it, and started writing songs. And I always sang, and my family always sang. So I knew by the time I was in high school that this is what I wanted to pursue. And I did that for years at a pretty high level. I was able to enjoy some success and meet a lot of people and do a lot of really cool things.
What was your first band?
Well, I had a band called Live Lobster, and we traveled, and we played maybe from New Jersey or Philadelphia up to maybe Syracuse and New Hampshire and Maine, and we'd do 5 nights a week, 45 weeks a year, sometimes 4 or 5 sets a night. So we worked really hard, and we learned how to do it for real in that time frame. And then I left that band because I was writing and I wanted to play guitar. I didn't play guitar in that band. And that band was called Balloon. It was my first band that got radio airplay, and we were pretty successful locally. Exposure from that band got me a shot to join up with Joe Perry of Aerosmith. And I was in the Joe Perry project for a couple of years. And Joe headed back to Aerosmith, and I got a deal on Atlantic with Ahmet Ertegun, a development deal, a songwriting deal. And then finally David and I, David Hull, who was the bass player in the Joe Perry project, and I started Fahrenheit, what became Fahrenheit. And we were on Warner Brothers. We toured extensively and really had a blast. Got to do all the cool things.
And do you still travel with Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit still gets together a couple of times a year. We have the March 28th show, and then we have a show that we do every August at the Blue Ocean Music Hall in Salisbury Beach. Fantastic venue, and we're going to do that on August 22nd this summer. And those will probably be the only 2 dates that we do. We kind of keep it special. I'm pursuing my solo career. I'm having a blast doing this, and it's more about the lyrics, and it frames my voice really well. And I have a self-taught style. I have kind of an unusual guitar playing style, and sometimes I joke that I don't really know how to play guitar. I just have a lot of tricks.
Now, is guitar the only instrument you're playing?
I play all the instruments on my records. I usually play all the instruments. I play a little piano. I just got a banjo, which is exciting. So I can make you think I can play banjo, as long as it's in the key of G. But it inspired me to write. I picked it up at a music store, and I came up with so many ideas. I immediately wrote 3 songs. One of them is a waltz, which is a new thing for me. And I play a lot of different instruments. Not well, but enough to record, enough to write songs with,
Now, what are you hoping to do the rest of this year?
Well, we have the tour coming up in London. That's going to be great. We're working on with a director in Hollywood on a little documentary about the making of the song Tuesday, which we can talk about. This is the title of my new CD. It's also the title cut. And that is a little, maybe a 15-minute mini doc, which is kind of exciting. It's neat. It's being put together really professionally. So that's something that we have coming up. And then my shows, I'm really excited about the shows I have coming up over the year. And, when you're doing this for a living, you work every day just keeping your calendar full and keeping exciting things, planned for the future. So I'm having fun with the process, and I'm improving as a player, and I'm excited about the next batch of songs I have coming up.
Tell us a little more about the CD.
Well, this CD is interesting. It's Tuesday is the title cut, and Brad Delp, who was the lead singer in Boston, wrote it. I write all the time, and I was working on the new CD, trying to get the right combination of songs together. I probably have 30 or 40 songs and pieces of songs, but you have to get the right collection. So I was listening to them in the car, and when the CD ended, the radio came on, and I heard a song the Beatles song, Yesterday. And when Brad played me that song the first time, I thought, that reminds me of Yesterday. So when it came on the radio, I thought, that's the one, I'm gonna. So I called up his family, and I got their permission. They sent me a demo, and I recorded it. Anthony Resta co-produced it with me. And it wasn't until later I learned. I thought it was a breakup song. It wasn't until later I learned that he wrote that as a lament upon learning about the death of John Lennon, who was one of his heroes. So it kind of came full circle, where the first time I heard it, I thought of Yesterday, and then it reminded me when I heard it on the radio. It's really a pretty song, a sad song. My daughter is singing with me on this record. She's singing on a couple of songs, my daughter Veronica. And the song is a good mix of soul and kind of jazzy stuff and rock stuff, and I'm really happy with this one. I think it's my best work so far.
Now, you said that you're going to be doing a program that's coming up, a trip, and can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, we're going to go to London. August 13th, we're leaving, and we're going to go for 6 days. And it's going to be fun. We're going to be horsing around. We'll take pictures. We'll visit, hot spots in London. There'll also be guitar instruction, some songwriting workshops. a lot of horsing around, and at the end of the week, I'll do a concert that we'll record, and everybody will get a CD of that concert. So it's going to be a fun week. We're doing it with the Pike FM and with Passports Travel. Fun thing.
So if anyone is interested in being involved, they just call the travel agency?
They would go to the website passports.com/Charlie Farren, and all the information is there. But I want folks to do it early because don't wait until August, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a real blast.
Tell us a little bit about your website.
CharlieFarren.com. Lots of photographs. I have a player on the homepage. I call it F-Man Radio, and all of my studio CDs are up there, so people can kind of go on and listen to my catalog. And we have the web store there. It's been up since 1999. F-Man Media is the name of my company, and we keep the website pretty up to date. We have fun with it.
So what are you looking to get out to the audience? What would you like to end this with?
Well, I think check out my website. Go to the passports.com/Charlie Farren website and find out about that trip because it's going to be fun. Saturday night, February 8th, we're going to be at the Bull Run Ballroom with Sarah Blacker. March 15th, again with Sarah Blacker at Club Passim. We'll be sharing the bill there. And then the big Fahrenheit show on March 28th.
Both of these places, now, where are they in case for some of the audience that may not be certain of the area?
Well, the Bull Run is in Shirley.
Okay.
Shirley, Mass. BullRunRestaurant.com. And Club Passim is clubpassim.org, and that's right in Harvard Square in Cambridge.
So you're really north and south of Boston.
I try to get around. I'm going to be going to Dallas and Houston too in May. But that's probably outside of the listenership of the show, right?
Well, one never knows. Mantis tells us this is streamed, so.
That's right. It's worldwide.
Yeah.
Hey, it's been great chatting with you, Alice.
You too.
Congratulations on your
Thank you.
debut.
And we both survived. Thank you.
Excellent. Now I'm going to play. If we had some forethought, we would have had piped in applause.
If we had forethought, I'd move that over.
Okay. So I moved my own mic stand in this. Before we start, I'm going to give you a signal at the end of my songs so that you know to explode. And you have to make it be just over the top. You even stomp your feet to make it sound like there's more than 3 people. Ready? I'm going to do that. When I do that, go nuts. Okay, you ready? How's my guitar sound? Pretty good? I don't know. I don't know. It's such a lonely town when no one's waiting for you. Don't let it bring you down. There's a million lonely souls like you, and only love's gonna pull us through. When you're nobody, when you're nobody's somebody, when you're nobody's lover, you've got to find a way to love on until you find you're somebody. I've got to take some time to light the darkness that surrounds me. I'm gonna make you mine. All those restless hearts, they hound me still. Until I win your love, girl, they always nobody, when you're nobody, somebody, when you're nobody's lover, you've got to find a way to love on until you find you somebody. When you're nobody's somebody, when you're nobody's lover, you've got to find a way to love on. Somebody, is anybody out there? All right. All right, let's do this again. Remember we talked about doing it right. Make it be big. Ready? Pretend you like me. Ready? Somebody, is anybody out there? Okay, now we got a party, right? Somebody, can anybody hear me? 'Cause I'm calling you. Na 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 na. When you're all alone, the nighttime falls all around you. You're not the only one. No, everybody is searching too. And only love's gonna pull us through. When you're nobody, somebody. When you're nobody's lover, you've got to find a way to love on. But you still got to rock on until you find you somebody. Never change your guitar strings before you're going to perform, because they stretch. I did have a set list, but I don't know where it went. Is that it? Alice took my set list. Thank you very much. This next song, you know, we were talking with Alice earlier. After I had my rock, this is my third career. Kind of back into music. I took some time off. Took 24 years off from touring to raise my family. I went to work in high tech. I went to work at Hewlett Packard. And when I was leaving, and it was kind of a grown man's job. When I was leaving, my colleague said to me, "So Charlie, what's next?" I said, "Well, I'm going to just play my guitar and sing some songs." And they said, "Well, boy, aren't you a little bit old for that?" Right? And so I wrote this song called Old and Young. And basically, even if I am too old, I'm still going to do it. Na 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 na. Whoa, whoa. It's crazy now how long we've been waiting for our luck to change, for fortune to smile. Too soon to go, too late to leave, always too old and too young. Patience is no longer a virtue. The future's now. It's time to decide. The lives we've led divided into, always too old or too young. Finally, I have finally arrived. Finally, have found a new rhythm to roll to. Measure by measure, a new kind of groove, divvying up my day. Still dangling, that dream lingers on, but the meter is running. Our heads now clear, let our hearts be our guide. Too soon to know, but too wise
wise to worry no more. Too old or too young. Oh, na 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 na, na la la na na na, la na na, na na na, na na na, ba ba, ba na na. Yeah, though this world is constantly changing, there's some true things that last all our life. The more you grow, the less you know. And you're never too young, never too young, no more. Too old or too young, na na, na 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 na. Too old or too young, na na, na 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 na. Too old or too young, na na na, la la la. Big finish. So this next song is off my new CD, off the Tuesday CD. It's one of my favorites because it kind of grooves and the title is cool. It's called "Hold Me Down and Love Me." You gotta love me, baby. You gotta hold me down and love me. You gotta hold me, baby, and love me. You gotta hold me down and love me. And love me. Show you how to do it, baby. You gotta love me, baby. You gotta hold me down and love me. You gotta hold me. You gotta love me, baby. You gotta hold me down and love me. Baby, love me. Hold me down and love me. Hold me Thank you. It's awesome that you're here, man. Because if this was just an empty room, that would be terrible. But if there's people in the room, I'll sing. It's like a little house concert, right? This was our MTV hit, Fahrenheit. It's all called Fool in Love. Ready? Na 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 na. This is how I wrote this song. Because Fahrenheit was a power trio. Oh, 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 ma, 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 ma. I'm just a fool in love. Nobody falls so in love as I do. And now I'm falling for you, baby. We had a falling out. Nobody falls quite as hard as I do. And now I'm falling for you, baby. Nobody falls for girls like that anymore. Why won't you talk to me? I know that you think that you're doing what you gotta do. But think about me. I'm just a fool in love. What am I gonna do? What'll I do? What am I gonna do? What'll I do? Yeah. Ooh, baby. Well, the thought of losing you, honey, it's unthinkable for me. We've gotta try another way. Nobody tries as hard for love anymore. Satisfied? Oh, baby, you satisfied me. We've got to find another way. Nobody looks as hard for love anymore. Why won't you talk to me? I know that you think that you're doing what you gotta do. But think about me. I'm just a fool in love. What am I gonna do? What'll I do? What am I gonna do? What'll I do? What am I gonna do? Should I tell you the truth when I look in your eyes, hoping then you will believe? Would I feel like a fool with my heart out on my sleeve? Why won't you talk to me? Why won't you talk to me? I know that you think that you're doing what you gotta do. Think about me. I'm just a fool in love. What am I gonna do? What'll I do? What am I gonna do? What'll I do? What am I gonna do? It's from the Deja Blue CD. A song called Let's Fall. I'm sick and tired of fooling around, baby. What are we waiting for? I've had my fill of dinners and shows, baby. I can't eat no more. Well, it's your place or my place. Let's get our place. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. I don't wanna fool around. mix our laundry up. Why can't we fall in love? How much longer can we talk for hours on the phone? Patience is running thin with leaving well enough alone. Are you in? Are you out? I don't wanna play house. Come on, let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Don't wanna hear about let's be friends. I don't wanna be your buddy. It's time to stop pretending. It's time to fall in love. I don't wanna wait in line. I don't wanna wait my turn. Let's learn what love has learned. Why can't we fall? Let's fall in love, yeah. We never can win if we don't begin, girl. I've had you in my heart far too long. I can't keep carrying this love around. Let's fall. Let's fall. Let's fall.
Thank you.
This next song is on the FBI CD. A song called In My Movie. I want you to be in my movie. I want you to be in my movie. I'll play the guy hopelessly in love with you. You'll be the one who will make my dreams come true. You in my heart, in my movie. Offering you the part, be in my movie. I'll write the songs, and we both will share the lines. And you'll sing along, and how our hearts will harmonize. I need you to be my leading lady. Be my leading lady. I need you to be my leading lady. Be my leading lady. There'll be adventure and romance in my movie. Join me in the dance, be in my movie. My movie begins as you open up your eyes. As I look in, I have finally found my prize. When will you be my leading lady? Be my leading lady. How I'll adore you. I need you to be my leading lady. Be my leading lady. I'll adore you. I'll be your spotlight. You'll be my limelight. Let me shine in your love light. We'll make love in the moonlight in my movie. I want you to be in my movie. And in the end, as we watch the credits roll, you take my hand and we're connected soul to soul. That's when you'll be my leading lady. Be my leading lady. I'll adore you. That's when you be my leading lady. Be my leading lady. This is from the Deja Blue CD. It's also on the Fahrenheit CD. A song called Impossible World. This is a song that got me my deal on Atlantic with Ahmed Erdogan. He loved this song. I'm tired of loving and losing. Sometimes I feel so cold, I get chilled right through my bone. Can't seem to get this romance grooving. It's easy to fold when you try to face this crazy, crazy world alone. But you've got my number, so why don't you give me a call? I ain't got nobody, no. When you got no one at all, it's just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. An impossible world. When you're lonely and you need somebody, I'll be around with my shabby heart. Love never learns. Love always burns. If it burns, baby, always leave a scar. You've got my number, so why won't you give me a call? I ain't got nobody. And when you got no one at all, it's just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. An impossible world. An impossible world. When you got no one at all, it's just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. World, so baby, what you doing later? Do you believe I've got this evening free? I think that nothing would be greater if you would spend just a little time with me. You've got my number, so why won't you give me a call? I ain't got nobody. When you got no one at all, it's just impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. An impossible world. An impossible world. An impossible world. It's an impossible world. Woo! Woo! Awesome. This is turning out good, though, right? Okay. Here's one that actually I recorded this, and then Candy O'Terry from 106.7 said to me one night, she goes, "I really like that song. Could we record that as a duo?" And so we got Brad Hatfield from the Boston Pops to play piano and to do some string arrangements. We turned this into a real big Disney type song, and it charted. It got to into the 30s on the adult contemporary radio chart. A song called "You Are the Only One." You are the only one. Worked all my life for love. Now I found myself in you. You are the only one. You are the only one. I've looked all my life for love. Now I found myself in you. You know it's true. You are the only one. Like a beacon shining in the night. Now I found my light in you. You are the only one. The only one. When you're near, I can shine. Hold me close. Let the whirlwind by. Hold me close now. You're not alone. Though disappointment I have had, plenty of time that I have fallen. The reason that I don't feel so bad is you. You are my one and only. You are the only one. I've looked all my life for love. Now I found myself in you. You know it's true. You are the only one. Like a beacon shining in the night. Now I found my light in you. You are the only one. The only one. This has been a blast. I have one more song to do. And it's the title song for my Deja Blue CD, Deja Blue, The Color of Love. So I'm going to do this one last song, and thank you guys for coming. This has been pretty cool. You've made the night, man. They say that the rain must fall, but it never falls always. Let's find a little shelter from the storm, and I'll sing this song for you. I know what you're going through. You see, I'm already blue. These are blue, that's the color of love. These are blue is the color that I see in you. You'll be alone if you don't love, in danger if you do. I've already been there. Imagine the deepest kiss and a heartbeat's over, vanishing before you fall too far. Now picture the one that you'd most miss, then pretend it all was true. These are blue, that's the color of love. Love and your own happy ending has started. You're already playing into. If I had Aladdin's lamp in my hand for a moment, I'd conjure up a remedy for you. 'Cause I understand that's what it takes to recover from that flu. These are blue, that's the color Yeah, blue is the color that I see in you. Well, you'll be damned if you don't love, in danger if you do. I've already been there, deja blue. Na 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 na. Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
And hello. That was a. Am I live? Am I available? Can you hear me? Okay. I think we came up a little short on time, Charlie. Charlie.
Perfect length.
It was about a half hour.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I appreciate you coming down, Charlie.
Really thank.
And thank the audience, our fabulous, massive studio audience, coming all the way from a half mile away at the bar. My oh, you were at the other bar. Next week we have coming in from Providence-ish, Mark Cutler and the Men of Great Courage. In 2 weeks we have returning the legend himself, Mr. Andy Pratt. In 3 weeks, we have Henley Douglas, Rhythm and Blues. In 4 weeks, we have Mary Lou Lord. And many, many more great shows after that. And I'll remember them next week.
All great players.
You have nothing else you can play us out with?
All great artists. Would you like me to play something?
We would love you to play some more. Everyone, you got another 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes if you want. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Charlie Farren.
Because this is a good song to end the evening with. I hope the day will be a brighter highway, 'cause friends are found on every road. You ever think of any better way for the lost and the weary traveler to go? Making friends for the world to see. Let the people know you got what you need. With a friend at hand, you will see the light. When your friends are there, then everything's alright. It seems to me a crime that we should age. These fragile times should never slip us by. A time we never can or shall erase. As friends together watch their childhood fly. Making friends for the world to see. Let the people know that you got what you need. With a friend at hand, you will see the light. When your friends are there, that everything's alright. Making friends for the world to see. Let the people know that you got what you need. With a friend at hand, you will see the light. When your friends are there, that everything's alright. When your friends are there, that everything's alright. I hope I made some friends here, and I hope that everything was alright. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.